Hi, I'm Elise and I'm an RTT therapist. And today I'm going to be sharing with you 3 top tips all about processing your emotions. So overcoming anxiety, or if you're feeling kind of stressed about something, these exercises will really help you. So let's get started. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story about before I became an RTT therapist. My background was that I worked in PR and marketing agencies for just over 20 years. And the more I worked in this highly pressurized environment, the more I found myself getting more and more anxious. So over the years, this kind of got gradually worse. And even though I put on a really sort of like professional front of professional PR lady, behind the scenes, anxiety was absolutely crippling me. Worrying about what I needed to do at work, worrying about what might go wrong in my life, worrying about absolutely anything. I remember going to work one day and I would sit on the train and I would actually think of worst case scenarios. Worried about this new business pitch and what if this went wrong, what if this went wrong. It was just this whole world of catastrophe that I'd created for myself. And then as the train kind of took off, I started to look around me and the train was rocking slightly and had this intrusive thought of what if this train crashes? What if it crashes right now? What am I going to do? And I then spent the next half an hour mapping out my escape route on this train. And it was only when I got off the train that day and I was actually practically sobbing because of something that hadn't happened, something that was probably never likely to happen, but this imagined catastrophe in my mind had just taken over the last half an hour of my life. And I realized in that moment how bad anxiety was in my life. I didn't want anybody to know, so I didn't share my feelings, I didn't express my feelings. I never told anybody, I just kept it inward. I pushed it down and pushed it down and pushed it down. RTT really helped me because when I was learning the skills that you learn to become a therapist, I was also learning so much about myself. I was learning the importance of processing your own emotions. So here are 3 things that I found really helpful in helping me to deal with anxiety and overcome it through the RTT training. So the first was allowing yourself and becoming aware of your thoughts and your feelings. Think about the amount of thoughts that you're having every day. I think we have something ridiculous like 60,000 thoughts. Look at those thoughts. Separate yourself from them. Just take a moment. So if you can't find yourself caught in a looping thought cycle, just stop, pause, take a deep breath in, and just observe what those thoughts are saying to you. Are they true? Are they false? Look at what they're saying to you. Allow yourself to have that space. So think about it like you're along the highway, you're stood along the side of a motorway and you're watching the cars pass. The cars are your thoughts, and just watch them like an observer. And doing this will retrain your brain as well into looking at your thoughts in a completely different way. And once you become the observer of your own thoughts, you know that you are not your thoughts. You have thoughts, but you're not your thoughts. So then the second thing would be also emotions. How is it making you feel in that moment? Because every thought creates an emotion and a physical response in your body. So just think about that mind-body connection. Where are you feeling it? How are you feeling in that moment? Is that thought making you feel sad? Is it making you feel anxious? And where are you feeling that sadness or that anxiety? Whereabouts in your body are you feeling that? Really become aware of that mind-body connection, because this is all about tuning you back into yourself, going beyond thought, being aware and understanding how your mind is connected with your body and how every thought you have creates those different reactions in your body, and understanding your emotions, understanding where those emotions are coming from. By doing this simple exercise, you can actually see where it's coming from. It's coming from that thought process. Those thoughts in your head are creating that emotion. They're creating that physical response in your body. And the third would be, how do we process it? So you've got these 2 little techniques here and you're becoming aware and you're observing it, but you can take this further. Journal. Journaling is an amazing way of processing your emotions day to day. Write it all down. It's so cathartic, particularly at the end of the day. So if you've had a day where you've had highs, lows, we all do, it's the ebb and flow of life. But at the end of the day, write it all out. Get it all out of your head. Because so many of us will go to bed with the burden of the day on our shoulders. And then we take it into our sleep and we don't sleep well, and then we have a restless night, and then we wake up not feeling refreshed, and we're in this never-ending cycle. This is all about ending the cycle. So journal it out, write it all down, get it out of your mind. And in the morning when you wake up, you should feel much better. You should feel more revitalized and refreshed because you've taken that burden away. And in that moment in the morning as well, this is a great time to start gratitude exercise and to just open your eyes, look around the room, and look at all the things you've got to be grateful for in your life as well. This is another great way of reprogramming your mind and processing your emotions, but this time we're processing them in a positive way. So no, we're no longer pushing down all the negative vibes, we're no longer pushing down those negative feelings, we're allowing them to flow, but then we're also allowing the positivity to flow and grow, and we're inviting that into our lives. This simple practice has helped me so much. RTT has managed to help me lift the weight of anxiety from my shoulders. And while there might be challenging days, that's exactly what I see them for now. Challenging days, not catastrophical days. Okay, so try these exercises and see how you get on, and do it for at least 21 days, because it takes 21 days to make a habit or break a habit, but do it for longer, because this is just a great practice to have anyway to help your mental health. My example of anxiety was obviously it had taken over my life, but these exercises can help even if you're kind of, having day-to-day struggles, or if you've got a big presentation coming up, or if you're anxious about something that's happening in your life at the moment, and just try them out and see how you get on. Because RTT is a wonderful way of helping you with things like anxiety and lifting that, because it doesn't have to be that burden and that weight on your shoulders. And I'd love you to let me know how you get on. So please drop some little comments and let me know how you get on now, after doing the exercises and after the 21 days. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've ever thought about becoming an RTT therapist, click the link in the description below.